Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is this is going to be a little, might be challenging for some of you, but I want to just challenge you all to do it. And I'm going to do it with you. I don't know exactly who I'm going to send a text to, but I want you to be thinking in your head, who might you send a text to tonight regarding Healy that is potentially somebody who wanted to have a Healy, or maybe somebody you've never even talked to about it, but I'm going to show you a really cool way using your files on how to do that. It is on ATP 123, and I'll show you after this, but I wanted to make a little video here because I think this is going to be really important. Okay, so I'm thinking of, I want to send something in my fitness, but you might think of somebody who maybe does energetic work, massage, or if they're a Reiki instructor or something like that. The mental balance would be awesome. And I would encourage you, if you can't think of somebody and you don't want to put yourself out there tonight in a realm of selling, put yourself in a realm of learning how to do this and sending it to somebody that you know, and just say, hey, what about this? Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I have my Healy going, and obviously, because I've got all of my screens here. So I'm going to say, I'm going to do the fitness. So I'm going to click on fitness. And then let's say this person, I know that they work out really heavy, and so they're probably sore. So I'm going to say muscle. Okay. And I'm just going to upload it so I can show you 2 ways to do this. Okay. All right. So here we go. I'm going to wait for this. I'm going to bump this up to 100%, which I'm going to unhook myself because I don't want to be at 100%. Thank you very much. Okay. So I'm going to bump this up to 100%. I love muscles, but not at 100%. Okay. So here I have this screen and I have muscles going, and all I'm going to do on pretty much on every phone is you take mine is the down button on volume and the on and off button. Okay. And so if you press them together at the same time, I just did it, it takes a screenshot of what you just had on there. Okay. So now I'm going to click out of here and I'm going to go to my gallery. Okay. Now I have that photo. So now I'm going to click on that photo. Okay, so now it's a picture that now I can draw on. I can put a heart on it. I can do whatever. And it's usually the little drawing pencil. So I'm going to click on the little drawing pencil. And then I can change it. It can change the dimensions, but along here on an Android, at least, you can do all kinds of different things on here. And it's really dark, so I'm putting my glasses on so I can at least see. Okay, so I want to draw. So it's the little palette. And I'm going to draw on it, and I'm going to pick a color that would be complementary to this one. How about if we do like a darker purple, maybe? I can pick one, and I'm going to do a pencil, and I'm going to make it, I'm just going to, okay, so now I'm just going to, I can either circle it, and I can put a smiley face through it, or let me do the eraser. I can erase that, all of that. Okay, and if I wanted to, I could, oh, because it's going to let me do it. I could put a check mark, like, no, it won't let me. I'm a really good teacher at this, aren't I? Okay, do this blue again, and I could put a check mark, woo, or I could put an exclamation point, exclamation point. So then when you have it how you want it, if you can do it, and you can do it in the smallest too, so that you can take a stylus and you can say yes, you know, exclamation point, exclamation point. So you can edit this screen and this little picture however you would want to edit it for whoever you're going to send it to. Okay, so then I'm going to be done and I'm going to say save. And that's really sloppy. And I would never, I'm going to send this to Steve. So, but then there's this little button that's got the little 3 circles in a little sideways V shape. That's your share button. If you didn't know that, you have a little share button. You click on that. Now it's going to take you to, how do you want to share it? Do you want to share it in a text? Do you want to share it in an email? Do you want to share it on Telegram? Okay, so if you have a Telegram or an Instagram account or a Facebook account, you can put it on there. So I'm just going to send this to Steve, and I'm sure he's going to go, what are you doing? Because I didn't tell him this. So I'm going to send it to Steven. Okay, so there it is. I just wanted to show, because I think, there's a lot of people when you're scrolling through your phone list that you're like, oh, I should have reached out to them. There's a sale, or you could even write that on here. You could even do that. Let me go back. Let me go back here. And then I could do this, and I could say, see, where's my palette? And I'm going to press blue, something that's opposite color. And then I'm going to put that, and or let me go up one, and I'm going to go sale. And then call. I'm doing it in big. Call me, and send that to somebody. There's a sale on this. And then all you're doing is you're just encouraging somebody to recognize, oh yeah, I wanted to look into that. I'm going to call Sharda on that one, or I'm going to call Heather. I'm going to call Mary. I'm going to call somebody or call whoever's sending this to me and get the word out. But I wanted to show this because I think this is a really great marketing tool that we're not utilizing. But I do see some people that are in our upline, like Ryan Connolly. He does this all the time. He'll just take a picture of himself with his phone up at the camera. Heather's seen that. She just smiled. He'll just take a picture of that. He's got this on regeneration or something like that. And he's pointing to it, in his little selfie that he's taking. And he's not saying anything. He's not giving any descriptions. He's not giving any testimonials. He's not doing anything. He's literally just sending something that's going to invoke a response in somebody. And I bet a lot of people ask him. So that was what I wanted to show you on that.
I really want to try and find just a good video to send people. And I'm struggling trying to find, I'm too much of a perfectionist, I guess, but it's like, I just want to find just the one. And is there any that you recommend, that you can recommend to us that you have found?
Well,
I mean, like the piano guy is good, but
yeah,
let's
go look there. Okay, so video. So I was just working on this a little bit today on if I go to your device and I go to Healy, Pink Dot. So there are some really good ones that are just the first steps. It just kind of depends on what you feel like they need. Do they need, Heather, since you specifically asked, do you feel like are you sending this to somebody who, like in an email, somebody who knows nothing?
Right. That's what I'm looking for. Like they're completely new, have no idea, and I wanted to say, hey, look, I'm doing this business. It's changing my life. And, just kind of an intro to somebody, right, just so they know. Right. Because I tried the I Decide and sent it to somebody, and I mean, and it's okay, but they just were like, nope, not interested. And I felt like it just didn't grab them right. Like it didn't.
I Decide is quite gimmicky. It just is. I mean, it's more, I Decide, I feel like is more for if you have somebody specific that you've already talked to and you're like, you know what, I don't have time to talk to you right now, but I'm going to send you, and I say this, I'm going to send you an email that's a little cheesy, but I want you to go through it because it'll give you a lot of good information. And if you preface it with that, then they're more likely to go, okay, I'll sit through this and I'll do the screen and I'll interact. And
I should have thrown out the cheese part of it.
I use cheese a lot on that one. I'm like, it's a little cheesy, but it'll walk you through and you'll get the information you need and you can pick specifically what you want to learn about it. So that's kind of how I use it. But I'm going to just click on Vimeo because I really feel like what you're looking for is in the Vimeo realm.
That's what I'm thinking. That's kind of where I was headed today.
Yeah. So this one is listed in the microcurrent application.
Okay.
And I'm just going to turn it on and turn the volume down.
That's good because that one says US, because a lot of the stuff I've seen Europe or Europe only.
Well, let me do that. I'm just going to fast forward this a little bit and I'm just going to see what it. See, this is talking more about just the microcurrent, but here in the very beginning, I mean, it's very It's nice music. It's showing what it is.
Okay.
So here, this is the one that's showing all the programs.
Okay, so it does tell a little bit about the cell piece of it, which is good.
Yeah, so it's showing all the different, showing all of the different programs. Talks about Nunya Nina. So if you want this one, it's on ATP, but also if you just went to vimeo.com and then you just do this number up here, the 396834449 after vimeo.com, it'll pull this up.
What was that again?
It's 396834490.
Got it. Thank you. Yeah, that would probably be a good one.
Kind of what we were just doing on, you know, on our phone is just really showing all the different programs and what it's doing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I really like this one. This to me is just very informative, and it's got nice music in the background, and it's just more of a, hey, this is just an educational little 2-minute, just watch and see what you think.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
And the guy's talking in the background, so it's, you know, it has the closed caption, but also, you know, he's speaking and he's got a nice accent.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
You said that one's only 2 minutes, right?
Yeah, so it's 3 minutes and 34 seconds.
That's good.
Yeah, so that's a nice short one. Okay, so while we're in ATP, I wanted to go back to that marketing, and let's see here. Whoops, I'm drawing again. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go to your business because if we're marketing, we're going to be in business. So I'm going to click on your business, and then I'm going to click on marketing strategies because that's the category this will belong in. And in this category, I think we've been here before where they have email, not so much text scripts, but you could always get on your phone and pull off what you need. So here's, you know, all you have to do is just copy and paste. And I'm pretty sure all these links work, but again, check the links before you actually send them out. So this was, you know, some of those that we did really early on. And obviously you'll have to go through and make sure the verbiage is right for you, change what it is. We tried to make it like, obviously this is completely different now. There are more than 2,000 doctors and there's more than 50,000 units being sold. So again, this is dated because that's what we were doing back in May, June, and July is putting these together. Okay, so I'm going to go back to, let me scroll down here and go back to marketing strategies. And then let's scroll down to here. So this is those creative texts we were just doing, is click on the image and follow. So basically it's the same thing. Zoom in on the program or image. You could even do that here where you could zoom in if you wanted to on your computer. And then do you guys know how to use your snippet? So I have my little snippet tool. Can you see my snippet tool down here in my toolbar?
No.
No.
Okay, so let's do this. If I do,
Oh, wait, maybe we could. I think, try that again.
well, here, actually, when I just clicked in here, I have it right here. I have my little snip and sketch.
Now, do you have that
So
on your toolbar permanently?
I did. I just pinned it. So what you do is you right click,
that's a-
right
that's
click
good.
and add. I have it hit pinned, so it'll say pin to the taskbar. So I'm just going to click it, and then this screen comes up. My son showed me this about 4 or 5 years ago, and I just could kiss him every time I see him because this has saved my hiney so many times. Because look, you can just snip out everything you want. You can make it as big or as little as you want. You just go in and do that. Now it's on this snipping screen, and now you can edit it. So you can make this line as fat or as skinny as you want, right? You're seeing all of this, right? Just like that. So you can just, you know, I have a touch screen. I wonder if it, yeah, oh no, no on that one. Let's change that. Let's go. Let me go here and go.
So Maria, I've only been using the snipping tool. I did not know about snip and sketch.
Yeah.
So
See,
that's even more.
yeah. So a lot of the things on ATP that you see the white or the yellow highlighter and stuff are just snippets of the back office screen. I've literally used this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's the difference. The sketch enabled you to do a whole lot
Mhm.
more.
Yeah.
Wow.
So then here, from this standpoint, you have two options. You can save this as a picture, or you can copy it to, let's do here. Like this is a snippet I just did for somebody. I was showing her what she needed to do. So that was just a snippet I took in the back office. I highlighted where people needed to put in, and then I will email this to her. But
And
for,
did you say it worked with your touch screen or it didn't?
yeah, it does.
It does? Oh, that's cool.
So now I'm just going to put it here. Let me put this down a little bit. So now I have this cool picture that I can copy and paste into an email. I can put it on Facebook. So I could put it on my website. You know, this is such an amazing tool. And I'm so thankful that he told me about, about you can even stop a video midstream and you can take a snippet.
I do that a lot, actually. It's
Yes.
pretty
So it's awesome. So I'm going to say, don't save, and close out of this one, and then
highly
close out of this.
recommend that one, guys. If you don't have it, get it. It's cool.
Yeah, this is just an awesome. Let me go back to 100% so it's not so in your face. But you can do, I mean, I put these on here so that you could go in and zoom in if you needed to, but you can do that on your own phone screen like we did. You know, you just bring it up on your phone and then you hit your power button and your volume button at the same time, take a screenshot, and then now it's in your gallery. Now you can go into your gallery and you can edit it and mark it up and do all kinds of fun things.
And one thing I have noticed with the snipping tool, which is the same kind of idea, is like, say, like what we're looking at right now, it's kind of hard to see the words on each of the program pages.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, and if you take your snippet of that at that point and then try to bring it into Word and make it larger, sometimes it's fuzzy.
Right. So the
So if
bigger
you
you make
zoom
it
in
first,
now,
yeah.
yes,
So the bigger you
that's,
make it first, let me
yep,
go back down to here.
yep,
And
that
then
makes it.
it does. And you're right, it does. There are times where it's blurry. So this is one of the things I did. I just took a little screenshot of it and said, I know you spend a lot of time in the gym. Check out these supportive programs. Let me know when you'd like a demo. So lots of just amazing things that you can do that we don't know about. Okay, so that was my little tidbit for today as far as just getting things moving, especially for the last 2 weeks of this sale. Say that again. Is everybody here what?
Sold a unit? I've never done it. I'd like to see like what you have to do that.
Sure. In fact, somebody asked if that what I was sharing in my one screen here was how you sell to a customer. And so I was showing her how you make sure that for a customer, you want to make sure that your sponsor's name here first. And then as you go through to shop for that customer, if you're coming in as a customer, that your name is always at the top. What we found,
So where do you go to
yeah.
ATP?
Yep, and I'll show you how to do that. What I'm going to recommend right now, especially during the sale, is that you don't do Chrome. So anytime I've tried to go into the Healy back office or anything in Chrome, what I found a couple of days ago was if I go to the Microsoft Edge, which is this one. So this is this down here, this logo at the bottom, it's Microsoft Edge.
I
Okay.
don't see that, but that's.
Can you see the little
Oh.
pop-up here, Christina, that's at the bottom of my screen? Can you see that? And the little kind of blue and green swirl logo?
No.
Okay. Can you see
that.
can you see my taskbar at the bottom?
No.
Okay, you're only seeing the screen. Let me go here. Can you see this right here? Does it allow you to see the pop-up? That's the Microsoft Edge logo. So that's the screen I'm in right now is Microsoft Edge instead of Chrome.
Well, can
Okay.
you do it on Safari?
Safari, what I would do is somebody had said that Mozilla still don't know what that is. Is it Mozzilla? Mozilla?
Mhm.
It's just another platform server that doesn't get as much traffic. So here I am on Microsoft Edge, which doesn't get a whole lot of traffic. And so I'm just going to do, let's see, I was going to get into the back office, but since somebody wants to know, does everybody want to know how to sell a customer or a member? What would you like to see first?
Maria, we
Yeah.
need to go over the customer. I'm on here with Bobby tonight again, and we just could not get it together.
Okay. And that's because the Chrome is horrible. I mean, trying to get something purchased, it's not working. So that's why I'm recommending here, go to a different server. Okay, so I'm going to
So we
type,
went to the incognito and thought that was going to help.
it's still in Chrome.
Okay.
We did
Did
that
that
on the
include
call
your
last. Yeah, we did that on the
Safari?
call last night, and I would go to Mozilla, download Mozilla or another one. I don't know what else. Let's see. I don't know what else. I'm going to go to Marilee on the call. I don't want to put her in there. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go light. I'll go Light Life. So right now I'm in Edge, and it really likes those cookies because it's still taking me there. I'm just going to keep it here. We'll just go here. So when you get to your website, and this is the website, www.healyworld.net/en-us/partner/your username. That is your website. So if you want to try pulling that up right now on whatever window you have that you can pull up or write this down or snip this. If you know how to snip it now, you can snip that. I love that snipping tool. So healyworld.net/en-us/partner/your username. Remember that these are also in your back office. So if we need to go look for those, we can find them and help you find where all of your links are. Okay, so when you go to your website, you want to make sure that your sponsor is listed over here, because now we know that we are in your website. Now, if you go to Chrome and try to do this, it will kick you out. In fact, let's just try it. Healy World. Okay, so there I am, see Light Life. And so if I click this, let's see where it takes me. This is the Chrome. Okay, so I'm still linked somehow. Well, I think I did it, tried it over here. But this is not my website. So I would want to clear the cookies. Let's go back. And I'm just going to clear, I guess I can't clear cookies on that. Let me try the incognito window on this one, because this is still Chrome. If it still comes up, Linda, then we have an issue. Okay, so see here, it says healyworld.net / let me even try putting in here the .us and see if, or the -us and see if that makes a difference. This is why Gwen and I have never sold customers. We've literally only signed people up because this is just, this is just a mess trying to get this. Okay, so here, this did take it to me when I put the -us in there. It took me here. Sponsor is Light Life. This is my back office or my website, my personal website. Now, if I were coming in to purchase as a customer for someone, meaning I'm going to come in as Jackie because I have her credit card number and she doesn't want to deal with going to the website. So I'm going to become a customer for her. Pretend that you are becoming Jackie with her credit card number. And you're going to say, okay, I want to go shop. And let's see where it takes me. I haven't tried to see if the Microsoft Edge has an incognito window. I'll have to look for that. It's trying. So see over here, I'm not there anymore. This is no longer my website's shop.
Oh.
Gwen and I have never advocated signing someone up as a customer because it's always been free to create a business partner there instead of a customer, because these links have been so squirrely. Gwen had 2 people early on that were orphaned to the company, and she's never been able to rectify that. She never got credit for those sales. Those customers they were company sales. They were not her sales, because these lines have been just not the greatest. That's why I was so excited to find a different platform like this one, the Microsoft Edge. Because here, so even though this is really Linda's back office, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit shop here. And if it proves me right, we should still have, her name over here, even going into the shop to go in to actually purchase something. And I even
So-
tried it earlier. Yeah. So here, now it did drop into my personal. So this is my website's shop, which means that I could go in right now and create a customer. So let's just do that.
Please do that.
Yeah, is it so, Sharda, you're doing this with somebody right now?
Yeah, Bobby's on, and I don't think she has use of her microphone, but she was going to try to switch to Edge, but even so, we could not see how to distinguish the customer. I never saw that little box to not check that you showed us the other day.
Right. So what you want to make sure of is that your sponsor, this is your website, and I'm thankful that it came into, because I had put mine in the address bar. So this is my shop. So if I were coming in as a customer, then I would say, okay, what do I want to buy? Well, let's buy a holistic health.
Right.
And then each time this uploads or reloads, you want to make sure that your name is still up there in the left. If it isn't, it has kicked you out, and you are now coming in as a company customer and not Maria's customer or Sharda's customer. Okay, so here again, over here on the left, see, it says it's still me. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and add this to the cart. It's so fun when it works. Can't tell you, after months and months, it was so fun to find. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I actually made it through a service ticket, and I got somebody purchased, and I changed an email, and I was so excited. I'm like, this is what it should be all the time. Okay, so I see it just readjusted, and I'm still up here. So I'm gonna say view cart. I can do view cart from here, or I can go up and hit the pink button, and I can view the cart there. Either way. So I'm going to say view cart.
And then it changes the price, right?
Yep, the coupon is taken off at the end of the sale. It'll always say in the pink tab, and at the top, it'll always say what the price is. Okay, so see here, I still am. It doesn't do this in Chrome or Safari. It just doesn't do, but I'm still there. This is still my customer, still my website. Okay, so now here we look at the price has been taken off. It's been readjusted, and I'm going to go ahead and click here.
You've got 2 in there.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm just doing demo. I'm not really going to purchase right now.
Trouble when we had 2 and tried to take it out. Then the next page was telling us that if you're a customer, log out.
That's because it kicked you out of your shopping cart, and you were now coming in as a company customer.
Yeah, that's the same thing. Okay.
Yep. So see here, I still have my sponsor information up here.
Right.
And then if I were a returning customer, if I were Jackie as a returning customer, then that means I've already have a username and a password as a customer. So even though you're a customer, you still have an entity relationship with the company, right? So if you're returning, then they would click here because you already have the sign-in information, and because up here it's saying log in, not quite there yet, but here, if you're trying to purchase your own unit and you ever get the screen, you're not purchasing it as you're purchasing it underneath the company, and you're not going to get credit unless you go through the hassle of a ticket and whatever. So if you're trying to, don't ever re-enter your name here. That means that you're not in your back office shopping as yourself. This is perfect. And this is exactly what you want to see if you're shopping as a customer. You've got your sponsor up here at the top. And then this is where you'd go and you'd put all your information in. And then
Is
you know,
that the same for a distributor?
no,
That was
this
what
is,
was missing.
this is only customer. What you really want to see is you want to keep seeing your name up here. And then you would want to have them fill all their information. And then all they have to do is click this one. You don't click this for them because they don't want to be a member.
Right.
They just want the terms and conditions. They agree, put their payment information in and click. Make sure that when they've done, I think it's on the previous page, somewhere in here, it says, oh, here's username. So you want to make sure that they put in their username, so that when they come back and log in, then it's going to ask them for that.
So Maria, question
Mhm.
with that then, where, where we would check to register them as a Healy member. So if they're just a customer, obviously we don't check that, but if it is checked, wouldn't that be signing them up as a partner?
And at some point,
So,
checking that box will charge them. It'll add $49.95 to their cart because they're wanting to be a
after
member.
that, like down the road, but so this is a way to sign up a partner, isn't it? Because I know like when we sign up partners, it's
It's a different web address.
different web address.
Mhm.
But this
Yep.
would be setting them up as a partner as well, though, right?
Yes.
So I wonder, like, how do they get the information that they're required to put in when they do it the other way? You know what I mean? Like,
Explain that further.
so like when you sign up a partner at the other website, it asks like certain information, like if you're an LLC and
Okay.
all
Yeah.
that information. So all of that, if we say yes here, they want to be a partner, I wonder, does it take it to a screen?
I don't know because I've never had anybody do this, but I bet you it does. I bet you it takes them to the login process.
What
of-
happens if you click it right there? Does it?
Well,
anything
it won't
pop up?
do anything until I fill in payment,
Yeah.
and order now.
And that's the thing, is it's so early.
Yeah, but the big thing is you want to make sure that when you're scrolling through all these screens, you put in the right address, you make sure that the sponsor is accurate, right? And then when you click the shop button, you make sure that your name is still there. When you go and you put something in the cart, you make sure that your name is still there.
Please pay attention.
Yep, pay attention to what's
Don't
up there.
glance at it. Make sure it's your username.
Yeah, and
Because-
when you are in your back office, let's see, will it let me do this for whatever
I think it
reason?
was cookies that were doing it to me.
Okay, so now let's just get into the back office. Sharda, did that help?
Oh, yeah. I was in Safari and I didn't think that was an issue. But
I've been in Chrome and didn't think that was an issue. And then I literally on Facebook saw somebody say, hey, I went to Mozilla, which I was unfamiliar with. I went to Mozilla and it worked great. Thank you so much. And I'm like, that's a different platform because I knew it existed. I just didn't know what it was, but it was a different platform. And I thought, oh, I have Healy Edge. I'm going to see if that makes a difference. And I can't tell you any time of the day. Like it's 5:30 right now. And to try to do this normally in Chrome, it's not going to happen. I got to do it at 10 p.m. or 6 o'clock in the morning. But to do it on this platform, it's just like it just runs so much easier. So, okay, so let's real quick because I'm going to have to get off this call. But I want to show you for signing up partners. So you're going to go here to Christina. If they want to become a partner, then this is where you're going to go. You're going to be in your back office. Make sure that your name is up here. Okay.
Where?
Up here at the top right. So where it says Shireen, that's my mom.
Yes.
Okay. So you're going to go over here and you're going to click organization and you're going to say register new partner.
Okay.
So this is if they want to become a member. And then you'll have your name here as you are the sponsor. And then you'll click next and it'll walk you through all of putting in their details. And at the end of all of that, after they've put their username in and their password and they're ready to go and set up as a member, now you can go into their back office so that you're going to go to partner.healyworld.net/their username, whatever they picked. So if that was Joe Smith, that's what it's going to say. And you'll get back into his website, making sure that his name is up here. Okay,
But can you use your credit card? And they,
yes, you
Okay.
can. Yep, you sure can. Yep, and let's
can you
go.
use your address to have it mailed to, or that's too?
Yeah, let me
Yes?
show you this real quick. While I'm getting into this, was there anything else that I'm going to have to get off this call? I'm so sorry, because we could go on and on about this. Was there anybody else on the call that needed something specific? I really didn't get a chance to look at the chat, so feel free to unmute.
Maria, this is Annette.
Hi, Annette.
Hi. Yeah, so I think I've been hearing, there's so much information that if we don't have a customer and let's say a member signs up and gets a subscription, we're not going to get points for that unless for the member signing up for a subscription in our downline. Is that correct?
We will always get the points accumulating in our downline.
Somewhere I heard that you had to have customers in order for it to make a difference.
In how much PV you are required to pay. So
What
if you need, I don't know who's talking. Somebody's talking on the phone. And I can't see everybody.
Someone has a mute. Maybe it stopped.
It looks like it stopped. There we go. Okay. So let's say that you need 50 PV right now.
Right.
And you've decided that you wanted just the animal subscription at 25, and that's all you're going to get because your residence is already grandfathered in. You only want the animal one. That's only 25 PV. So
Yep.
the only other way to make up those points is to have a customer have a subscription. Otherwise, you're going to need to buy another subscription.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Really, all you want to do is cover your PV. Everybody
Mhm.
else's subscriptions who are already members, you'll already
Mhm.
get points on that. You'll get the PV on. That's what's going to be so amazing. We're all going to see our paychecks go up because everybody's going to be required to have PV. Okay, so let's get back to this really quick. So again, we're looking at sponsorship. You can get your sponsor on your left. Make sure that this is your website. Okay, so now I'm going to go to, instead of view cart, I'm going to, I guess I need to add it to cart because it doesn't look like it added it. My mom's shopping cart is very confused right now. Wait a minute, you're putting 2 in and you're taking 2 out and you're putting 1 in. And let's try view cart and let's see if that does something.
Now it says on there it's $1,000 for, oh, that's not a residence.
Yeah, this is just the holistic health. And now this one's even, oh, there we go. Okay. All right. So I'm still in her cart, right? Let's say that somebody else was going to order this or going to pay for this for her. Let me see if this will.
On your other screen, it said it was 942. Now it's 961.98.
Yeah. So it's going to take tax into consideration. Looks like I've got two in here again. Let me see if it'll let me. For whatever reason, it's not letting me do that. I'm going to go ahead and say proceed to checkout here. I'm not presenting on the other Zoom call, so I'm perfectly fine being here a couple more minutes to get us through this part. Okay, so again, her name is still at the top. This is still her back office shop. She's still purchasing as herself, okay? This is what you want to see. Remember the other screen? Did I still have it up? Yeah, this is the other screen. If this is your back office, it should have your billing details here. If you come and think you're in your back office and it looks like this and you have to fill your stuff out again, you are in the company's back office. You are a shop. You are not, and especially if you don't have your name at the top, if it just says login. So if you're purchasing as yourself, so Christina, if your person decides to become a member and you fill out all those forms and then you go into her back office or his back office, right? And then you decide to shop, this is what it will look like. His or her name will be up here. You've put what they want in the cart. And when it comes down here, it should have all of the address details that you just put them in as signing up a new member. Okay. Right now, it's my mom, and this is the mailing address, right? But let's say that you wanted to purchase for them. Okay, so now it needs to be your billing details, right? Not theirs, but yours. You're going to go ahead and say check now. You're going to check the address, and this
Even
will,
if you sign them up as a partner, you can do this?
yeah, this would be if they're a partner. This
All right.
would be, you'd be in their back office. Okay, so now it's going to say that I can adjust my billing address. So if I decided to buy a unit for my mom, I love Healy, how Healy makes you be patient on everything, every step of the way. Healy makes you be patient. So then I would put my name in here, my address, my billing address of my credit card. I could leave her phone number and her email address the same, but everything else, I would want that to reflect my billing information because I'm using my credit card. So when I
Right.
get that done, I say, save the address. We can always go back and change this back to theirs, so that they're not always using your billing address, because that might mess them up in the future. And then see how this page doesn't have the pink shopping cart button. You would just come back up here to shop. There we go. So now successful would be, see, there's the, oh, see, now this link isn't working on this one. And that happened last time too. So what I had to do is, this is why you just never really want to let people purchase on their own, is put another something in the cart that you can delete just to get back into the cart. The nice thing is it's still in her cart. It hasn't kicked me out. And that's what I absolutely love about using a different platform, is it just doesn't kick you, just doesn't randomly kick you out of the entire system. I really wish on that last sale, when I spent 2.5 hours trying to get somebody bought at the tail end of that sale, I wish I would have known about this. I bet you I could get her, I could have gotten her bought. Okay, so here we are back here. I'm going to add this to the cart. You guys are so patient.
Well, while we're patient, Maria, one quick
Sure.
addendum to the other thing is,
Mhm.
okay, so I'm not a builder yet. I'm
Okay.
only a member.
Okay.
I do have points. And if I don't buy a subscription, according to what I read, I will not be washed out unless I'm a builder.
I don't know that for sure. I
That's what I've been trying to figure out, you know,
I
these
can,
little details.
I
I'd hate to be
know.
washed out and have to start over again.
Exactly. Yeah, I will have to check on that. If you're not a builder yet and you're just a member, do the points still stay with you?
Yeah, that has not been specified because I've
Okay.
read, you know, Doc Steve's and I've read on USA Today and it says builder, but there's a difference between a member.
There is. I
and
will see if, I'll ask Vanessa and see if she can escalate that question and see if I can get that answered. Remind me.
Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah.
so here we are. If I had put my name in there, this probably would have gone faster. Put my name in there, then my name would show up, my billing details. Now, what you have to remember to do is click the ship to her address. I have no idea who Zoe is.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
That's interesting. Okay, but anyway, that was interesting, wasn't it? Oh. But anyway, you want to make sure that you click this, because if you don't, guess where it's coming? It's coming to you. Now, you may want that, Christina. You may, if you're buying it underneath this business membership, business center, and you're paying for it and you also want it shipped to you, you could also change that here. If it doesn't come up that way, you could change it so it's coming to you. And then once this clears out, then you put in your payment information, and then it's hopefully a done deal. Okay, so is there anything else with the people are on the call? Again, I didn't really look at the chat. So if you need a question answered right now, just unmute and let's talk about it really quick.
You can just make up an email, like a brand new email for someone, right?
You can make one up. you
Yeah,
need, their-
like
you need all their
news.
identifying information. You would need, if you go in and create a Gmail, it's going to ask you for your name and your address and your phone and your date of birth, and it's going to ask for all that information.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, and we can go over this again. I'm not going to have a Friday night call this week. I know you'll miss me. But you know what? I think my husband will really, really like it if I'm home. So I'm not going to have a Friday night call, but next Tuesday, I'm hoping to have already done and gone through the revitalization stuff. So I have info to share there. I will ask Vanessa about the points. And
Thank
if you're a
you.
member builder, is there anything else anybody needs to share
Yeah.
or wants me to check on?
Revitalization program, is that a new subscription you'd
That-
pay for?
Yes, that is one of the subscriptions that's like 48 something before tax, and it's a 25 point subscription, 25 PV
And
volume.
you have to pay that monthly, $49?
No,
20.
well, yeah, it's 50 something. I think it's a 50 something for 25 PV. Yeah, when you get to be builder or higher and you need 50 PV to keep your business center active, you're going to be spending about 120 a month.
Can you just try it and then decide that you don't want to
Sure.
use it anymore?
Sure.
Okay.
Then you can go in your back office and cancel it. Yep.
You can, this is Terry. Can you ask Virginia,
Vanessa?
Vanessa, okay, if on my right leg is, my sponsors put a whole bunch of people on, and then, so I've got a bunch of people there, but on my left leg is my personal one and my family. And I don't think they're going to, re-sign up as a member, but I do have a PV. I do have the watch bundle, so it's 50 PV. Now, if I lose my left side, will I still get money? Because of my-
So we get paid several different ways, but the main ones are we get direct bonus. So when you sell something, you get that direct commission within, usually within 21 days, you get that direct commission. The other way is monthly. At the end of the month, they accumulate all the PV on both legs and they pay you on the least amount or the lesser leg. So if you have one of your legs is at 0, guess what you're getting paid on that dual leg bonus? 0. Because you don't have anything to balance it over here with. So they're going to pay you a percentage on your lesser leg. So yes, it'd be very nice if you found some people that would want to, especially if your family is kind of bow out on you, and I've had that happen with people. They signed all their family up, on one leg thinking it was all going to be help. And then they all kind of went, I'm not going to do it. And then that sort of left them hanging. So what you should be looking for now is people that you can sign up and put down on that leg underneath them. And they will eventually just compress out. Those spots I don't know what that looks like in our tree, whether they'll just be blank or whether they will be compressed out completely. I'm not sure what our new back office will look like.
Maria, do we know when we do have to start acquiring the PV?
I think it's the end of March. That they said. Again, I think it's going to depend on whether they have a back office that's ready to show us. I think that's why it got pushed out this time is I don't think they have our new back office ready. And I think that's why
Okay.
it keeps getting pushed out. So I hope it's in March. I hope we can get some continuity and consistency with this business so that we can all be on the same page all the time, because it just feels like every week there's something different that we're doing. So it would be really nice if we could have a new back office where we could, really find some continuity.
Maria,
So,
one last thing, when you were
Uh-huh.
talking about like the tree, and the legs,
uh-huh.
I watched your video last night about, how you put one on each side and then 2 on the team leg,
Yep.
or at least 3 on the team leg.
Right.
After that, you just flip it and put 2 on your personal and then the 1 on the, do you
Mhm.
kind of just try to balance it after
Yeah. So
that?
can you see that? Can you see my screen
Mhm.
right now?
Yep.
Okay. So I think that is the beauty of teaching everybody to put one person on each leg and 3 on their team leg. You know, you have to know which one is your team leg, but as we go
After
through
that,
this,
what do you do?
well, if
That's
you
what
teach,
kinda
if
like
you,
wasn't
yeah,
sure.
if you, and then it's all based on points at that point.
You balance, right?
So if you can
Okay.
teach every single person that you bring in to put one person on each leg, that's going to be a builder. You want some people that you want someone like you that you want to learn, you want to be, you want to be engaged, and they want to build a business too. So find one of those on each leg, and then put 3 people minimum on the team leg. So, and then you're going to teach everyone to do that, because then every leg is a team leg. So every leg, so watch how this progresses, because it's really, I mean, this is the strategy. Is I know we both were on listening to Christian Peters about getting 2 customers, and then, and to me, I just go, yes, customers are going to come, because especially when we have members that have to pay $49.95, they're going to think twice about, they're going to just go, I just want to be a customer. Okay, great. Now we've got customer. Hopefully we'll have a back office that supports it, but now we'll have customers. But really, for the business building part, what we want is we want business builders on both legs. So this is the strategy, is that you place one partner on each leg and 3 partners on the team leg, and then teach every partner to do the same, because then it just flip flops back and forth.
So you
So
do,
here's,
that's what, afterwards, that's what it is you would put 3 on the other and then go back and
or
forth.
just say, okay, is this person related to somebody on, is there a dynamic there, or do I just need more points on my left leg this month? And if that person isn't attached to anybody or doesn't have any, they're not associated with anybody on your right leg. And that's happened to me many times. I do not need anybody on my right leg forever. I do not need anybody on my right leg, but I will find somebody that is associated with somebody on that right leg. And then friendship always wins
Because they'll be
over
dueling against
money.
each other.
Yeah,
right?
well, or just like, well, how come I'm not under Jane over there? That would have been fun. I just always go, friendship wins out. Friendship and relationship wins out. And so, yeah, so my right leg does not need anybody, but guess what? If I find somebody that goes over there and has somebody on my right leg, that's where I'm putting them. But if this is the basic strategy, put a partner on each leg, 3 on the team leg. So here you are, 1 on each, build 3. And then watch how this progresses, because it really just can kind of explode. If each of those people is going to do the same thing, they're going to put a person on each leg, right? So this person put someone on each leg. This is helping their points, right? And then you're telling this person, put 1 on each leg, but 3 on the team leg. But guess
So
what?
what is the team leg, Maria? What is the definition of a team leg?
The team leg is where your sponsor is. So if your sponsor's up here, this is your team leg, and this is your personal team leg. But for everybody that you put on this leg, you're their sponsor. So guess what? This is their team leg. So really, through the progression, every leg becomes a team leg. Every single leg is a team leg. That's why there's no bad positions in a binary, because your personal leg becomes their team leg. So when you think about going back to this again, place 1 partner on each leg, place 3 partners on the team leg, and teach everybody to do the same. Then as we go through this, let's just watch the progression. Okay, so there's 1 on each one, and okay, I think then there's that one. She's got 1 on each one. Now she puts 3 on the team leg. Okay. Now that person is putting 1 on each leg, 3 on the team leg. See what that's doing for you? But also this person, you're teaching them to do the same thing. You're teaching this person to teach this person to do the same thing. Right?
That's when their leg builds out.
That's when their leg falls out, because this is their team leg. So they're going to put 1 on each leg and 3 on the team leg.
I can see him saying, well, wait a minute, I'm building the team's leg, but not my leg.
Right. But if you teach every single person to do the same thing, then it just keeps flip-flopping, because every leg becomes a team leg. And so like here, what if this person becomes stranded and they don't get any help from their upline? You just teach them the same thing. You just teach them to put one on each leg and one on their team leg, and then it just builds out from there. So it's just, if we can, that's the beauty of binary. And if we can teach everybody just those simple steps, every single leg becomes a team leg. Now I have people that they're at the top and they have clear out on their left leg and clear out on their right leg, and they have nothing in the middle, because these people don't really either know what to do, or they just came in, or they don't want to do MLM, whatever. A lot of them just don't know what to do. I don't know where to begin. But if they have a strategy, this person right here, boy, if this person doesn't do something, yay, they've got a lot going on here. And that's some leverage for you to come in and go, okay, I brought you in because this is a great opportunity, but look at how many points you have on your right leg. We just need to start getting somebody here. And then you teach them, put one person on each leg and 3 on the team leg. And then they help this person do the same thing. Now, coming in here, this might be a different story because they're in a prime position. So put one on each leg, and you may want to tell them, go ahead and put 3 on your personal leg, so that you can start scooping some of the points that are already over here that have been built. And it was great that you just got to sit there and really not have to do anything yet. And you have a lot going on, but this person still needs to have one person on each leg that's active. So, but there's no bad positions in a binary. There just isn't. They're all good positions, especially if you have something like this that you can go off, put 1 on each leg, put 3 on the team, teach everybody to do the same.
Exactly.
But I felt like this was really important because you need to see how much this can explode.
Yeah.
And just, if everybody's kind of got the same thought process in mind.
Good. Thank you.
Okay. You bet. Okay, I want to jump off and grab this other call for the last 20 minutes or so that they're on it, so I can kind of get the scoop.
Thank you,
And
Maria.
you're so
amazing.
welcome. Oh, you guys are amazing. You stuck with me. You guys are so patient. But we'll just keep doing stuff. I'll just keep trying to bring stuff to the table. I will go look at the links on ATP to make sure that they're there. I will see about putting something together. So we have, I would love to put together a new commercial that has a lot of the cool things that we know are needed now that we know what we need. So yeah, so I'll keep playing. And this will be recorded, so it'll be up on the Gwen and Maria channel on YouTube. So you'll be able to come back to this and look at it. And you guys are great. You guys have a great evening. And we'll see you on Tuesday night. Bring all your questions.